Lyson from the branch of the GMS Indianapolis camp. I'd like to start off by giving all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua, Ba'Shem, Akakwadash, double honors to the apostles and the elders of great ministry well, and shalom to sincere, hopeful elect brothers and sisters listening and learning, brothers preaching and teaching this truth through the four corners of the earth. All right, we're back again here, you know, bringing it out through the spirit of Yahweh, Ba'Shem, Yahushua. We're going to get right into it. And yes, I'm on it.
Well, this is 2nd Ezra chapter 9, verse 1. It said, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest the...
And how do you measure the time? What? By the prophecies, by the scriptures, all right? You're filtering this life through the scriptures, all right? All right, and then we're matching up what the prophecies saying with what's going on in the world, man. And we know by the prophecies that, hey, guess what? We're not in the time of peace and safety and kumbaya spirit and everybody world peace and coming together. No, we're in the wars and rumors of wars. Our earthquakes in diverse places, man. Famines about to erupt, man. Our pestilences, man, on the rise. Why, that's what's coming to here in America, Babylon the Great.
The economy's teeter-totter.
Yep, teeter-totter. And these people think just because Trump and his, you got Jake and them talking about, it look like he's putting the Avengers together. All right, but no, man, that's really the legion.
The Amalekites together.
Right, exactly. Yep, really the Legion of Doom, if anything.
Oh yeah,
they're coming to
bizarre world.
That's right, the bizarre world. That's right.
Yeah. It says, measure thou the time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs past, which I have told thee before, then thou shalt understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
Right. And we see the Most High visiting, all right? The what? Like I said, the prophecies, all right? Because he told us from the beginning, all right? This is Isaiah. So real quick. It's Isaiah chapter 46, and I'll just start at verse 9. It says, remember the former things of old, for I'm the Most High, and there's none else. I'm the Most High, and there's none like me. Declaring the end from the beginning, and from ancient times the things that are not yet done, saying, my counsel shall stand, and I will do all my pleasure. See, all this is the Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahshua's pleasure. This is his movie, man.
His counsel shall stand.
That's right. His counsel is not up to us. All right, we're on the Lord's.
I'm sorry.
No, you're okay, Pastor.
The Most High rulers in the kingdom of men.
That's right. That's right. All right, and just like what's it, Proverbs 21 and 1.
What you just read from?
That was Isaiah 46.
Somebody get Psalms 33, I think it's 10 or 11.
Got it. This is Psalms chapter 33 and verse 10. It says, the Lord Yahweh bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices.
I'm sorry, also Psalms, why do the heathen rings?
Right. Psalms 33 and 10. It said, the Lord Yahweh bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught. He maketh the devices of the people of none effect.
He makes it of none effect because he's ruling everything.
That's right. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, he's ruling everything, right? But see, Esau, Edom's kingdom, right, the so-called white man, he has an expiration date. All right, so all his counsel is failing in the midst thereof right now. Just like it says in Isaiah 19 and 3, where it talks about the counsel there in Egypt shall fail, the spirit of Egypt shall fail in the midst thereof.
And they're getting their cabinet together.
Yep.
He said the princes of Dawn are full.
Yeah, kind of. Yep.
Hey.
See? And like I said, they won't call them Avengers, but I call them Legion of Doom. All right, yeah, they're putting this, thinking they're going to save America. That make America great again, all right, that build back better, all that stuff. It's not going to happen, man. Because see, this, like I said, the Lord's counsel is going to stand. He's going to do all his pleasure. And his pleasure is what? To destroy America, Babylon the Great, man.
Precept. Oh, yeah, good precept.
Yep. This is the book of Psalms, chapter 2, verse 1. Why do the heathen rage and the people imagine a vain thing? The kings of the earth set themselves, and the rulers take counsel together against the Lord and against his anointed, saying, let us break their bands asunder and cast away their cords from us. He that sitteth in the heavens shall laugh, the Lord shall have them in derision.
Right, so he said, you know, why do the heathen rage and the people imagine the same thing?
Yeah.
Because you read the earlier, you read that 11th verse?
No, sir. Go back to it.
Yeah, read 10 and 11 again. Salaki,
All
we
right,
can bring
this-
up the precept. Salaki, brother.
Bring it out. Hey.
In Psalm 33 and 10, it says, the Lord Yahweh bringeth the counsel of the heathen to naught.
Right, because they're thinking, right, Esau's in power now. All the nations seeing him kind of slipping, right, and stuff like that. They seeing him slipping, right? You know, so they're looking like, yeah, once he gets out of there, I'm coming up in there next. No,
Right.
you ain't. Because the Lord is going to cast all these mother effers down.
That's
the
right.
Lord said he's going to be King of Kings, Lord of Lords. I beheld till the thrones were cast down, and the ancient of days did sit. Okay?
It says,
And the ancient of days, by the way, is the Most High,
That's right.
not Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
No, because you have some individuals say, well, in the Old Testament, when the Lord came, you know, it was Yahweh Shai that was dealing. Yeah, there was times when Yahweh Shai dealt with Israel, but there was times when the Most High Himself dealt with Israel.
That's right.
You know, because they, you know, trying to justify that we don't have the name of the Most High. Go ahead.
verse 11, it said, the counsel of the Lord Yahweh standeth forever. The
Right.
thoughts,
The counsel of the Most High standeth forever. Go ahead.
it said, the thoughts of his heart to all generations.
The thoughts of his heart to all generations, because he rules in the kingdom of men and sitteth up over whom he will. And when you go to Psalm 75, it tells you that, as a matter of fact, somebody get that.
I'm there.
75 and 5.
75. Psalm 75, verse 5. Lift not up your horn on high.
Right, because horn represents what? It represents power. So don't lift up your horn on high. Because, first of all, you ain't running shit. Ain't nobody gonna be like, okay, well, we the new economic power or we the new military power. We're gonna be next to rule. No. Don't lift up your power on high. Go ahead.
Speak not with the stiff neck,
Go ahead.
for promotion cometh neither from the east, nor from the west, nor from the south.
Right, so promotion, meaning getting into that head position or next position, don't come from anywhere on the planet. Go ahead.
But Yahweh, Hashem Yahushai, is the judge.
Right, because you have something called the Bohemian Grove, where every year, the last 2 weeks of July, you know, they, like leaders, certain leaders of the world, they come together to hammer out policies. You got the WEF, the World Economic Forum, they get together to hammer out policies for the future. Well, it ain't gonna happen. That's not how promotion is done. It don't matter what your plans are, the Lord's gonna bring your plans to nothing because His counsel is gonna stand.
That's right.
Because at the end of the day, what word? Prophecy. It's prophecy. You know? Period.
He put it down one and set it up another.
Right, He put it down one and set it up another. So the ability for empires to rule and fall is predicated upon the Most High's prophecies and His word. You say you have something?
Yes, sir. This is Job 15 and 5. It says, seeing his days are determined, the number of his months are with thee.
Right. Seeing His days are determined, the number of His months are with thee. Meaning what? The Most High set up boundaries for Him, land-wise, air-wise, sea-wise, and also time-wise.
That's right.
Go ahead.
Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Right, that's why he can't go to the moon. That's why he can't go to the bottom of the sea. That's why there's still places on the planet Earth that they haven't conquered yet. They haven't even been to. That's why, you know, they search everything out, right? But every so often they're coming up with all different new type of species of insects, of animals, of fish. You don't know the creation of the Most High like that. You only know what He allowed you to see and what He allowed you to explore. That's why you try to go into certain areas and you ain't able to get into those areas. Because the angels are blocking certain places on the planet Earth for you to go there.
Like Australia,
Yeah.
certain places in Australia you can't go. There's only a section they can even live in. You know?
See? Hey, did y'all see that redacted video, that short video with Clayton Morris, where he showed a little clip of this jet that was flying?
Well,
And
the
then-
angel took it.
And there was like three different chariots that appeared.
Let's on it.
Right, and then they were following it, and by the time they got to like the second cloud, the fucking thing just disappeared. The whole jet.
Japan, like a year ago, they had islands that's here, and they found all kind of different species of islands. And they said it was like a hundred some different islands.
Look at that.
You know?
On the ground.
But then this devil conquered the whole world.
Come on.
You know? Hey, it shows you that the Most High ruleth in the kingdom of men and giveth it to whomsoever he wants to. So promotion don't come from the east, west, south, north. You ain't gonna vote your way in. You ain't gonna buy your way in. You ain't gonna conquer or colonize your way in.
Right.
The Most High either sets you up or he takes you down or doesn't allow you to get up there.
Right.
His son is next. Yahweh Shai is next.
Right.
Not you devils.
Right.
Not you heathens.
Right.
You got it, bro. Is there more to that?
That was
That was it. Yeah, I got it.
This is Proverbs 21:1. It says the king's heart is
Oh,
in the
matter of fact, somebody get Proverbs 16:1, I think. Go ahead.
Yep. This is Proverbs 21:1. The king's heart is in the hand of Yahweh Shemel Shai. As the rivers of water, he turneth it whithersoever he will.
Right. So the heart of the king, that's what you read, right? Heart
Yes,
of the king
yep.
is in the heart of man. So the Lord is turning it the way he wants to. There was a situation where the king of Persia in the book of Daniel 10, you know, he wanted to do a particular thing, but the Lord wanted him to do something else. Yahweh Shai was working on his mind, and he brought Michael the archangel to help to work on his king's mind, because the king's mind back then was deep. Men were a lot stronger mentally back then. So they worked on his mind to change his mind to go in a different direction. Because ultimately, no matter how stubborn, hard-headed, proud, arrogant you are, the Most High is the one that's determining your steps. And if a plan that you have goes with the plan of the Most High, guess what? It's going to happen. But if it don't, it ain't going to happen.
That's right.
Yeah. And it shows you that in the movie Final Destination. That movie Final Destination, all those people was trying to avoid death, but eventually death caught their ass. And then they thought they could cheat death, but when death missed their ass, it came back around and killed them. You know? Hey, the Lord wants you to go this time. Hey, you gotta go.
Hey, when you got to go, you got to go.
That's right. That's right. That's right. It's like the movie Final Destination. You ain't gonna cheat death.
Yeah. Hey, you had the nigga on there. I control my life.
Right.
Well, you can tell that to yourself all you want to,
Right.
until you can't say it no more.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Y'all got it.
This is Proverbs 16:1. The preparation of the heart in man and the answer of the tongue is from the Lord.
Man, that's it. You ain't gonna do shit. That's why the Lord works. That's what the Lord works on men in their mind when they're sleeping. You know, He puts their instructions into their mind. What you gonna do and what you ain't gonna do.
Right.
Don't tell me what you want to do. You gonna do what the Most High say to do. Yeah, is there more? Ash? Is that it?
That's it on that.
All right, so let him bring it out. Go ahead, bro.
It's the book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand.
That's it. See? There are many devices in the heart of man. Matter of fact, if you read that, somebody get Job 5 and 12. But read that again. What you just read.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 19, verse 21. There are many devices in a man's heart. Nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord, that shall stand.
Right, there are many devices in the heart of a man, and especially these devils. It says that their heart is deep. They have many inventions in their mind. They're telling the public one thing, but they're thinking of doing many other things. But nevertheless, the counsel of the Lord is going to stand. You got your plans, and the Most High got His plan.
Oh, well, like the
Is
scriptures
that
say,
brother
when Esau tried to roll it down on us, right?
Uh-huh.
But even though he want to get us right now, he can't,
Yeah.
because it's up to the Lord, man.
That's it.
You know?
Because the Lord he got everything set up and established. He's the one, he's the true shot caller. You ain't calling shit. You saying what you want to do. Wanting and doing is two different things.
Hey, I should remember when we were surrounded by the cops in LA. And that was the last time them brothers in Cali, that was the last time they taught in Los Angeles, man. We got surrounded by the police out there. And what do? We kept teaching the word.
Hey,
But what happened? Did anybody get arrested?
shit,
They left.
We got surrounded in Stanford by damn near the whole police force, and we got surrounded in New Haven by fucking cops, uniforms, no uniform, on fucking horseback. They was out there deep.
Yeah. They had drones flying over us.
Well, no, that came later. Bro.
Yeah, no, that.
I'm sure they had drones back then, but it wasn't like they are, you know. You talking about damn near from back then to now, damn near the ancient world.
Yeah.
You know?
They probably had cameras set up though, where they could watch all.
Oh yeah.
You know.
That shit. That was before the body cameras.
Yep.
That them
They-
cops had.
They had them street corner cams where they could put on the light poles or put on the, you know.
Now the incident in Stanford, we actually caught that on camera, but the one in New Haven, I don't think it got caught on camera. Even though we had a camera, no, it had to have been caught on camera because we had the camera back. No, they was on horseback, so it was like a scene out of the ancient world. You know, hey, tell that brother to come over this way.
Slide down.
Yeah. That way, you know, leave that spot right there open for them brothers.
I'll say he get. We
So
about
y'all
to
got
move.
it. What y'all got?
I'll say you
What
about to
y'all
I
move.
got
in a second.
Job 5 and 12. He said he disappointed the devices of the crafty.
Right, he disappointed the devices of the crafty. Because you could come up with many different creative ways of things you're going to do, and they might work. But it's not going to work if the Lord don't want you to go that route. Because the counsel of the Lord is going to stand. Go ahead.
So that their hands cannot perform their enterprise.
What is their enterprise? Novus Ordo Seclorum, the New World Order. That's their enterprise. When you look at the word New Workings, is our enterprise has been stamped with how does it go? Our enterprise has been crowned with success. Our enterprise has been crowned with success. That's what the New Workings is all about. You know, so they have a device, they have a model, they have provisions in place, they have, the system, the infrastructure that they're putting in place, all digital, but they're not going to accomplish but so much.
That's right.
Go ahead.
I got something.
Now,
Finish that up in Job.
okay, verse 13. It said he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Right, because somebody get Psalm 7, I believe it's 11 on down. The main point is a little further, I think. But read that again.
He said he taketh the wise in their own craftiness.
Right, because they sat down, right? They put together, this whole agenda for the future, right? Meticulous, down to the T-bone, right? But it ain't gonna work because the Most High is gonna pull the rug from under them.
That's right.
You know that poison that's been swept under the rug for all these inside jokes. but for real, they've had this agenda for a long period of time, and they're gonna get to a certain point, but then the Lord's gonna pull the rug from under them. That's why he said he set him up in slippery places.
It was great because you said put a rug in the economy, right? It's so-called a rug pull. They let everybody invest their money, right? And then the big people, they pull their investment, they had it built, and they pull it, and it come crashing down on the small ones and put their money in.
Because everything is controlled behind the scenes. They'll tell you that it's against the law to have insider trade, which is having information on what stocks to put your money in and what stocks not to. But they do that all the time. And they'll know they'll have some bullshit shares of certain things, but they'll sell them anyway. And then they'll take a bunch of junk bonds and put it with pristine bonds and then label it AAA rating, because of the couple, maybe one or two stocks that are in there that are worth something, and then the rest of the shit is fucked up, and then eventually they do something where the whole shit collapses. You watch movies like Margin Call, The Big Short, Company Men.
Yep.
Those movies let you know the inner workings of what's going on in Wall Street. The movie The Beekeeper. They were showing people getting ripped off for their funds and all of that. Man, there's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes that people don't know. But the Lord said he put them in slippery places, and he's gonna pull that rug from under them.
Yeah.
You got it.
It said he taketh the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the Lord is carried headlong.
That bar's on.
You can put it right here.
Right, read it against the lock.
It said he takes the wise in their own craftiness, and the counsel of the forward is headlong.
Right now,
Carried
can
away.
somebody get that in the NLT, in the NIV? You know when somebody doing something stupid, right, and you smack them in the back of the head, you know, and they fall headlong or to the front. I want to just look at that, you know, just to see what it says in the NLT. And somebody look up that word headlong in the blue letter.
Yeah, which one that was
Job 5 and 13. And just check out, see what it says in the NLT and maybe the NIV, and then look up what that word headlong means. You know, I just want to make sure. I know I've looked it up before, but it's so much to remember.
This is the NLT, Job 5 and 13, NLT. It says, he traps the wise in their own cleverness, so their cunning schemes are thwarted.
See, thwarted, meaning you putting a kibosh on their shit. You know, like you slap somebody in the back of the head, you know, and they go headlong forward.
Right.
What up? What's the NIV say?
In NIV, Job 5 and 13, he catches the wise in their craftiness, and the schemes of the wily are swept away.
Right, they swept away. The rug is pulled from under them. Hey, in the book of Psalm 73, it said he set him up in slippery places. Now, what does it say for
It says, to hasten, to be hurried, be anxious, hasty, precipitate.
right, so basically to be hasty, meaning the Lord is going to remove them out of that position swiftly. Hey, do not the scripture say that the Most High is going to take them out suddenly?
That's right. Yeah.
So swiftly. So it took, just imagine how much time, planning, money it took for them to set up this new world order, the system that they're bringing in place just now, hundreds of years later. And just to have all that taken away from them in an hour.
I got. Ooh. Go ahead.
I got it. I got it.
Go ahead.
Just real quick, just to back that up. Let's go Revelation 18. It says, 16. You're right to the point. It says, and saying, alas, alas, that great city that was clothed in fine linen, and purple and scarlet, and decked with gold and precious stones and pearls. Talking about America, Babylon the Great.
Yep.
For in 1 hour, so great riches is come to naught.
Right.
And every shipmaster and all the company and ships and sailors, and as many as trade by sea stood afar off.
Right, and that's talking about America.
That's right.
That's not talking about no Saudi Arabia.
Right.
That's not talking about the Vatican. That's not talking about no other place on the planet but America. Because even to this day, even though America is slipping as a top economy, it's still the top economy of the world.
Right. Yep.
Because people of the world are bringing their wares here to sell them. They're not sending their wares over to the Vatican to sell. The Vatican is not making the world rich. The Vatican is not making, no other nation on the planet is making the world rich but America. China got their riches, their wealth, Pakistan, India, you know, Singapore, all these different countries, Taiwan, they got their riches from selling their wares here in America. Vietnam, all these different nations that got a good, stable, somewhat economy in the world, they all got it from America, selling their wares here. Making the product in their country cheap and selling it over here and making a great markup. You know, to where they're getting a bigger capital, a bigger kickback than what they invested because they have a low overhead.
Yep, America paid for a lot of their technology. You know, like China has technology that has surpassed America. Russia has technology that has surpassed America. A lot of the funding that went to buying Chinese products over here in America went to their technology. You know, so actually consumerism in America has helped fund their military. You know.
Hey, do me a favor, y'all brothers shift over like one whole brother, a little more. So just leave that clear. There you go. Y'all got it. So you finished DMS? What you were saying?
That was it.
You done?
That was all. Yes.
All right. So yeah, go ahead.
Look, you know, you pay attention to really what DJ said in his speeches, man. He said, yeah, they they made a lot of money off of us. They make a lot of money off of us. That's some of the bills going to change because with the apostles going to these other countries, import so much stuff here, and we export so much money back over to that country. That's the same currency. What, you can barely find something saying made in the USA.
Right.
You can barely find things that, when we was little, you would find them everywhere. But now everything is imported. From the microchips all the way down to the kids' toys.
Even your American flag says on the back there, made in China.
Yeah.
Come on, man.
Come on, man.
Come on, dog. Hey. Well, like Apostle Charles said, you know, you have the IUIC and other camps out there saying that America is, you know, part of the micro-CF is putting an embargo on corporations. They can't put an embargo on corporations because they're not sending anything manufactured in the USA to these different countries. You know? They're sending their stuff over here.
Yeah, America, they don't deport. They don't deport items. They're an import country. Everything. They're export. Everything is brought here. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, all those countries are export countries. They're exporting stuff here. You know, you got it.
It was built on trade. A lot of people don't know that. A lot of things in America, that's what they started on. We trade. But now, as the years go on by, America has nothing actually to trade. So, what you go to other places with corn? Nobody wants that damn nasty corn.
GMO.
It's not even right. You know what I mean?
Hey, you got a lot of ingredients and foods in America that are banned in all these other different countries.
That's right.
You know, you gonna say something, bro?
Yeah, I was gonna say on those materials, like it's like now you got a bunch of projects that come into the city and like the front end specs and specifications, they ask for domestic or import. And the people who are asking for domestic, they really don't know what's going on because everything is made elsewhere.
Right.
All right, and you're gonna pay a lot less, or they can pay the same price and still make a heck of a profit off of it.
Yeah. And because some stuff is made in China and sent to Mexico or sent to other places to assemble it, and then they send it to America. So they're really pretty much cutting out the manufacturing of America. You know, they're cutting off the manufacturing of America. Which Trump is talking about bringing everything back, all the jobs back to America. It's too late. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her. You know?
Lisa was like a perfect example of where we're from. You had this place called Ryerson Steel. They used to manufacture all the steel, the beams, everything done right here. That place is so desolate right now.
You had about 6 or 7 steel mills that was all surrounded by each other. Now it's only like one steel mill now. You know,
places in different cities like Bridgeport was a booming, bustling city at one time. You had different businesses all over certain areas, and all the things were shut down. You know, I don't know if they still had, because they had Remington, which was making ammunition and guns and all that shit. They closed that down, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. You know, because it's down by Seaside Park. They closed all that shit down. So a lot of stuff is not being made in America. You still have certain things that are made in America, but not the majority. I would say like 98% of the world of the goods sold in America are made in other places of the world. You know, 96 to 98% of all the goods. Y'all got it.
This is back there. You quote this. This is Jeremiah 51:7. Babylon had been the golden cup in the Lord's hands.
Right.
That made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine. Therefore, the nations are mad.
They're mad, meaning they're bugged out. They're pissed off. You know, and they want vengeance. They want revenge. Now, the only reason why they still tolerate this hoe is because they're still making money off of it. You know, but they found out that when they let America into their country, their country became worse off than it was before America got there. And America was, you know, telling them that if you do this, if you take this loan, if you do this, you know, we'll build up the infrastructure, make jobs for your people, so on and so forth. And then when they took that money, they used that money to give it to American corporations that went to that land to build up certain things or whatever the case may be. So the money is funneled right back to America. Come on, dog.
I mean, even when the war, the war in Afghanistan, they had that war to rebuild Iran. The Clintons owned the governments. The Clintons and these high-ranking American senators and governors, they own the country that you put so-called rebuilt places in the Middle East. So that's just to back you up. That was just
That's why you have the IMF, which is the International Monetary Fund, going around to these different countries where they really want resources or lands in those areas, and they lend them an exorbitant amount of money at an exorbitant interest rate to where they know they're not going to be able to pay it. So what do you have? You have collateral. What's the collateral? Resources, the land, people. You got it.
Babylon has suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her? Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed.
Right. So read that again.
Babylon has suddenly fallen and destroyed. How for her?
Right.
Take balm for her pain, if so be she may be healed.
She can't be healed. Why? Because this is she's going to be totally wiped out, annihilated. There ain't going to be no stimulus package, no QE, no voting, no new program, a new incentive that they're going to be able to put together, to set up and establish America once again. As this guy Trump was talking about, make America great again. It ain't going to happen. It's over. It's finished. America is on a downward spiral, circling the drain. You have more to that, right?
Yeah. We would have healed Babylon, but she is not healed. Forsake her and let us go everyone into their own country.
And that's why the nations left out of America. They're manufacturing things in their country, sending them to America. That's why you go any store, buy clothing made in Bangladesh, made in Thailand, made in Vietnam, made in Cambodia, made in Peru, made in Bolivia, made in Ecuador, sold in America.
Just gonna ask something. You know that based on what you just said, America is the fattest because you have to buy their clothes and double the size.
Yep.
For the American size.
Yo, back in the days, y'all know. Well, you remember. Back in the days, you had mostly it was small, large, small, medium, large, and extra large. That was it. Then after a while, XXL, XXXL, XXXXXXL, super large, And
Big and tall.
Then back then you had men's section, women's section. Now you got big men's section. And they think that shit is sexy.
Right.
Big tub of lard coming out and some goddamn Calvin Klein drawers.
Right.
Modeling and shit. The models. Like
Jelly
on
roll.
his side with his hand on his head. Like that.
Introducing
Like that
Jelly
shit's
Roll.
sexy, right. Jelly rolls.
Bloom.
Jelly rolls and ham and cheese sandwich. Right. Y'all got it. Is there more?
Yeah.
Jelly Roll
Everyone's
Productions.
going to his own country, for her judgments reaching unto heaven and is lifted up even to the skies.
Right, because when the destruction happens, you're going to have smoke, ashes, soot going up into heaven.
Right.
That's why a certain part, in this area, you're not going to be able to see the sun, the moon, and the stars for a certain period of time. But there's going to be so much soot and smoke and ashes that's going to cover, the sun and the moon in this area and the stars for a certain period of time.
It's going to cover the chemtrails too.
Yeah. Hey, because that's going to serve to clean up the whole earth.
Yeah,
The whole
absolutely.
earth is polluted.
Yeah.
The reason why people are all fucked up is because of the bad quality of the air, water, food, and then just the moral, the immoral mindset that people have. You know, and all that shit causes depression. You know, causes people to have suicidal thoughts and all kind of shit, man. Y'all got it. Go ahead.
This is the book of Obadiah, chapter 1, verse 7. And it reads, all the men of thy confederacy have brought thee even to the border. The men that were at peace with thee have deceived thee and have rebelled against thee, and they that eat thy bread have laid a wound unto thee. There is no understanding in him.
Right, because you're like what's going on? I gave y'all everything y'all needed. Why y'all turning on me? It's the Most High that's going to make you do that. Because in Revelation 17, it speaks about the 10 horns coming against America and burning her with fire. See? Here it is. America is like the woman in general, but like the end dove. You know, no accountability. You know, it's never her fault.
Right.
She's done all kind of wicked shit, did all kind of effed up stuff. She just got a fucked up attitude about life and about just it being in general. And then she's blaming everybody else but herself. And then all the men that leave her, oh, he ain't no good, he ain't strong enough, he can't deal with me. You know, I'm just too opinionated for him and this, that, and the other. That's what America is to the world. You know? America is like that woman that can never be wrong. She just talk, you know, she talking all kind of shit. You know, she's just toxic to herself, to her children, to the men around her, to the people around her, to her family. And it's like, why do we still tolerate this bitch?
Right.
You know? Y'all got it.
This is back here. This is Proverbs 30 and 20. Such is the way of an adulterous woman.
Yeah.
She eateth and wipeth her mouth and saith, I have done no wickedness.
Right, and that's what America does, and that's what the average adulterous woman does. You know, she'll wipe her mouth, she'll do whatever, and you know, like that bitch they caught in the car. Her man caught her in the car with the other dude, and she talking about she eating pig dick or whatever the hell she was saying. You know, she was getting her burping and slurping on some other dude.
Right.
You know, and then he calling her out, and then she got like, what's your problem? No accountability. She eat it, wipe the mouth, and says she have done no wrong. Well, that's the attitude that America takes against the whole world. Y'all got it.
This is Isaiah 47 and 7. It says, thou saidest, I shall be a lady forever.
Yep.
So that thou didst not lay these things to thy heart.
Right, and that inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. They never think they're going down. Because they always got a plan A, a plan B, a plan C, a plan D. You know, continuity of government in case this happens. And if that falls through, then we got these other 10 different types of plans that we can put in there. That's why they got all these think tanks. Constantly putting together ideas and thoughts for the future. But they don't understand that you only gonna go so far. Because the Lord's gonna take you out. You got it.
And it says, neither this remember the latter end of it.
Right, you didn't remember the latter end of it. Look at all the different empires in the past and how they rose, came to prominence, and the majority of those different empires were far greater than America. You know, as far as certain moral, I mean, they all had immorality with them, but they were a lot better. They didn't destroy the earth. You know, they didn't destroy the whole world by pushing their ideology on the whole world in certain cases, right? But they all rose and fell. No different with America. Now in 2026, if we get that far, Lord's will, we don't hold Lord's will, the Lord deliver us before that. But if we get there, in July, they have July 4th, they have the so-called 250th anniversary of America, which Trump plans on, you know, having a great celebration, I think for a couple of weeks, if I'm not mistaken, you know, where he wants to celebrate the technological achievements of America, you know, open up, you know, bring back certain festivals that they used to have in the past, trying to celebrate the greatness of America, you know? But it's to no avail, my dude.
All in vain.
Yep, you got it.
It says, verse 8, Isaiah 47 and 8. Therefore, hear now this, thou that art given to pleasures, that dwellest carelessly, that sayest in thine heart, I am and none else beside me.
Yep.
Hey, who's that sound like? How about shooting outside? See, that's Esau even stuff on women putting himself up as the Most High, man.
Yeah.
That's how the Lord talks.
All these other countries remember how oppressive this goddamn place is. You know, like the only ones that's trying to big up America is Americans.
Right.
All these other countries look at America as a bully, man.
Yeah.
You know, as a nuisance at this point. You know, they're getting tired. They're getting tired of listening to the American rhetoric. They're getting tired of them controlling the narrative. You know, these other countries are tired of this place, man.
And America can't.
Yep.
Right. That's right. And it says, I shall not sit as a widow, neither shall I know the loss of children. Verse 9. But these two things shall come to thee in a moment and one day. The loss of children and widowhood.
Right, in a moment, in one day, 60 minutes.
Yep.
So you set up for a day and an hour in a particular year when the Lord's going to take you out. He's going to flatten you.
That's right.
You know? Like the ground he walks on.
That's right.
You got it.
They shall come upon thee in the perfection for the multitude of thy sort.
You know what that means? They shall come unto you in their perfection, meaning it's going to be a beautiful plan laid out, and it's going to come to pass exactly how the Lord said it would happen, to perfection.
Right.
You know how like you make a dish, you cook a dish, you know, you cook, you know, some spaghetti and some meatballs, you know, and you cook it and it's to perfection. I mean, it's just right. The noodles are al dente. The sauce is spicy, but it's delicious. You know, to perfection. You put down some pecorino or some Romano cheese or some Asiago cheese or some Parmesan on it, and then you put it and you bring it out, and it's perfect. And your nice glass of wine. Well, that's how the Most High is going to be. It's going to be in its perfection. Right. The prophecy of the Lord is going to have the mastery over it.
Yeah.
What it say, like,
Hey, judge. Hey, the scripture say he shall lay judgment to the lion. Hey, when you think about a lion is a perfect line. It's straight.
Yep.
You know, so the Lord gonna set everything straight. Go ahead, brother.
Because it's a measurement, plumb line, the line. You know, you set it like if you making a fence, if you want to run a fence from this side of the building to that side of the building. Let's say right here on the street. You'll put your first post at the end, here, and one post at the end, and you run your line, and you put the rest of your posts 8 feet off of each other, 8 feet on center, off of those two, using that one line as a reference guy.
Yeah.
So that's the measuring stick.
That's right.
You know?
Yeah.
So the Lord laid the line to the plummet, and the plummet to the line.
Lord is in the perfection with that chef's kiss.
Perfect.
And it says, they shall come upon thee in the perfection.
And the Most High can brag. He said, watch this.
That's right.
You know, remember what I said 3,000 years ago? Watch this.
Right.
Boom, right there. See?
Who can bound up the oceans in his garment?
Yeah, okay, because who's the ultimate Jake? The Most High.
Yeah. God.
You know? And you know how Jake is the most braggadocious peoples on the planet.
Yeah.
What I tell you.
Yeah.
And that's the truth, Bruce.
That's right.
I got it.
It says, they shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries.
Right, for the multitude of thy sorcery. See, the Most High says, well, he's the power of judgment, and by him actions are weighed. So pretty much, he's, you know, when he lays down a judgment, it's in righteousness.
Right.
Read that again.
It says, they shall come upon thee in their perfection for the multitude of thy sorceries.
Right, because of your sorcery, the multitude of your sorcery. The Lord's He's gonna lay you flat because of the, you know, the wickedness that you did.
Yeah.
And for the great abundance of thy enchantment.
Right, the great abundance of thine enchantment, because when you took over the world during the time of the Renaissance, you pretty much deceived the whole world.
Yeah.
And from that point till now, the world is still deceived.
Yeah.
But you still have those that can see. You know? Through all your bullshit. Yeah.
Verse 10, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness. Thou hast said, none seeth me.
Right. Well, how do you know you're trusting in the wickedness? Because the very dollar bill that you have, that is your declaration of your New World Order, is satanic. It's a talisman, a so-called good luck charm. And it's full of satanic symbolism. You got the monocornuto, not the monocornuto, I'm sorry, the unicorn horn, I think it's called, or the Italian horn, which means you trust Satan for your finances. You have spider webs all through it, the back of it, which tangles you into that money system, that fake money system. Then you have an owl in the back of it on the curvature of the $1 bill, which is almost looks like a crest of the Rothschilds. You know, come on, man. And just the wording in it. You know, everything is in succession of 13.
Yeah.
You know, 13 stars, 13 stripes. You know, 13. I think it's 13 feathers on the eagle. You know, and it just the whole. You know.
And all the Latin.
Yep.
You know, Latin. Hey, that's how you know this is Rome all over again. Because in Latin is the language of the Romans. You know, so whenever they're trying to speak in secret, Novus Ordo Seclorum, you know, they write in Latin, man. You know.
That's right, brother.
The pyramid, the spiritual Egypt.
Yeah.
Right, because show you this is spiritually Egypt again.
Yeah.
Because what the hell is an Egyptian pyramid doing on an American dollar with Latin writing on top of it?
But also, want to do what they want to conquer the new world. They basically they had what army bases all over the so-called new world. Actually, they stay spread it out. Every time they go to war, that's all they was for.
Yeah. Hey, another thing, it's funny you brought up the pyramid. The word Africa. When you look up the etymology of the word Africa is Latin. You know, showing you that land was conquered. The people in Africa don't call themselves Africans.
Amerigo Vespucci.
Yep.
And it says, back to verse Isaiah 47:10, for thou hast trusted in thy wickedness, thou hast said, none seeth me. Thy wisdom and thy knowledge, it hath perverted thee. And thou hast said in thine heart, I am, and none else beside me.
Because they think because of their technology and the things that they think because of their technology, the things they have accomplished over the years, the Lord has said. All right? They think they have gotten away with everything. All right? But the Lord, like, you know, brothers and elders and the apostles, I'm saying, Lord put you in a trick bag, man.
Yeah.
All right? You think you got away with everything, but hey, it's just like when you got your child. Your child that did something bad, they think they got away with it. You just wait. You just pop up out of nowhere. Yeah, you thought I ain't seen you, did you? Come on, let me get you together real quick. That's like how it's gonna go, man. Because you think that you think that you have surpassed the Most High. So your bad friend, it's nothing that the Lord can do to you. But you have a rude awakening coming very soon, there. Okay? The Lord is going to show His power. All right, He'll show His power through the weather. All right, through these mass deaths. Okay, yeah, He's talking right now with the weather machine, but the Lord is putting that up. The Lord put that thoughts in their heads to play with that weather machine, right? Man's going to the Lord, how can he know his own way?
Hey, where you reading from, Nathan? No, you good, bro.
Isaiah 47.
You know?
Yeah. Somebody get Obadiah, the first chapter. Go ahead.
You know, these people, they think everything is all good. They think the pride.
Obadiah,
No matter
the
what's
first
going
chapter.
on, this devil is still fucking proud, man.
It is the first chapter. It is only one chapter.
He's still fucking proud. You see that with the speech, man.
Start from the
I was on the
top.
phone with a brother, man. We got to talk about the speech. This devil's so damn proud, man. We're going to make America great again.
Yep.
There's nothing that we're going to do. We're the number one country in the world. We're going to show people we're number one again. Just proud, man.
Hey,
Well, that's
remember-
a butter talking nigga too, boy.
Hey, remember, Salaki, remember the scripture says that it had a great mouth.
Yeah.
That beast, that when the reincarnation, for lack of better words, had that great mouth, speaking great things in blasphemy. Yes,
No, you can.
That's why I said at the end of Isaiah 47:10, it says what? He said, I am and none else beside me.
Yeah.
Once again, doubling down that he's the Most High. He's putting himself in that position.
That's it.
But when it said, Job 9:21, but the earth was given into the hands of the wicked. And the wicked, if he saw himself a right man, so It's the Lord. Like I said, the Lord reigns in the kingdom of man. All right, He raises up.
What? It was what? It was given.
Given.
The Lord allowing this to happen, man.
Right.
He allowing you to look, man. Go get your little rule on.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, if you go get your little rule on, when it's my turn, I'm gonna show you how we get down.
Right. And shall there be evil in the city, and the Lord have not done it?
Yes, sir. Brother Obadiah for the elder.
This is the book of Obadiah, verse 1, and it reads, the vision of Obadiah. Thus saith Yahweh our power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
We're the ambassador sent among the heat.
Actually, that's dealing with Gamal Abdel Nasser, which was the premier of Egypt. You know, he was the one that pretty much roused up those different Muslim countries back then to bring against that war, and I believe it was 67, if I'm not mistaken, the Arab-Israeli war. That's what that's talking about. You know, he's pretty much that ambassador that you know rallied those, for lack of better words, Muslim troops against Israel at that time. You got it.
Okay, great.
Got it.
Obadiah, verse 1. The vision of Obadiah. Thus saith Yahweh our power concerning Edom. We have heard a rumor from Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, and an ambassador is sent among the heathen. Arise ye, and let us rise up against her in battle.
Right, because that shows you that he's the one that rose up those different Muslim leaders and their armies against, you know, Israel at the time. That's what it's called, the Arab-Israeli war. Y'all got it.
Verse 2.
Great.
Verse 2. Behold, I have made thee small among the heathen, thou art greatly despised.
He has made you small among the heathen. You are greatly despised, man.
That's it.
You Edomites, man. Go ahead.
Especially you Amalekites. You know, the nation, the whole world, the world hates Esau, so-called white men, but especially you small hats.
Yeah.
You Amalekites. You're greatly despised. Meaning you're small, meaning you're insignificant. Because the Lord said he rules in the kingdom of men and set it up over him who he will, even the basis of men. So they're the insignificant ones.
Yep.
You know? You got
Go
it.
ahead.
Verse 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the cleft of the rocks, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground?
Hey, even when we was living in those mountains, in the Caucasus Mountains, that, you know, that's what it's talking about. His habitation is high, and even to today, if you look downtown, where they got those tall mountain-like structures, you know.
Reminds him of the caves.
You know, but he said in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? That's the same thing that he's saying to this day. You know, who's gonna bring? Hey, you know, the brother Kadash was talking about how this guy, yeah, America's great. Nobody's gonna touch us. We're the best. America first, and all that talk. You know, that's showing you who that is. You know, concerning Edom, just saying, who shall bring me down to the ground? Go ahead.
He said, you know, that they shall build and I shall throw down.
Yep.
This is
There you go.
verse 5. If these came to thee and labored by night, how art thou cut off? Would they not have... Let's skip 4. Obadiah 1 verse 4. Though thou
Is that
exalt
chapter
the-
1? Is that chapter 1? I'm messing with you, bro.
Go ahead, brother.
Obadiah 1 verse 4. Though thou exalt thyself as the eagle, and thou settest thy nest among the stars, thence will I bring thee down, saith Yahweh Bashem Yahushai.
Yeah, you set your nest amongst the stars, talking about your space stations, your satellites, you know. You set your nest amongst the stars, and that was really the beginning of your fall, man. You know, that was the height of your success. You know, no, that was it. Other than that, you haven't achieved nothing great. You know, and everything that you achieve, it comes with destruction behind it. You know, But that achieving to have the you know those satellites, you know, going around the earth, receiving and sending signals, that was the height of your success. And then since then, it's been your fall, man. Really, since Yahweh Shai died on the cross, it's been your fall. You know what I'm saying? If you want to keep it really all the way real, but that was a huge prophecy that you know that you was gonna do that. But that was the height of your success. Now you can't get any higher because everything that you build now is ran off that technology. The GPS tracking systems, the rockets that are led by GPS signal, by what do they call it? It's tracked by a certain point. What do they call it? Grid coordinates. Grid coordinates. The rockets that are led by grid coordinates to a certain area.
Like they show you the movie Enemy of the State.
Yep.
Oh, God.
That all comes from that same system that you put up in the sky, man.
The unicorn form.
Yep. Hey, us doing this video, these videos, and for the people to see them on the other side of the earth. That all comes from that same technology.
This was unheard of, you know, during the Renaissance.
Yep.
During the, you know, Dark Ages.
Yep.
Even though the technology was there among the Levites, they had the Urim and the Thummim, you know, what they call the so-called crystal ball, you know, but to actually be able to access that power, the Lord allowed them to do it. I got it.
And that was all so this truth could get out. Really?
Oh yeah.
That was all really built for this truth to be able to be preached throughout the ends of the earth.
Yeah.
Hey, there's some places in the earth we can't go. You know, you got the so-called white man taking this technology to people that's out in the middle of the jungle. That's like, oh, they seeing this stuff. They playing on the cell phones now. You know, because this gospel is gonna be preached to the ends of the earth. You have something to say?
No, you got it. Something that came to my mind.
Psalms 19.
That was pretty much it, bro.
Pretty much, this signal is what carried the truth to the four corners of the earth. You know, because the Lord said, when this truth is preached to the four corners of the earth, then the end shall come. And then, matter of fact, if you get that, somebody get 2nd Ezra 6 and 20.
Hey, and proof that
Start
this.
at 17.
Oh, so like it.
Yeah.
And proof that this word is being preached to the four corners of the earth is Jake waking up in different countries.
Yeah.
You know, we got camps all in Africa, Germany, Australia. You know,
Speaking of different languages.
Yep.
Italy.
all throughout London. You know,
Mexico.
you know, all throughout Europe, the UK. You know, Canada. You know,
South America.
yep, South
Caribbean
America.
Islands.
Yep.
Trinidad. Jamaica.
Yep. So, really, that shows you, like, you know, it was the height of his success, but it was the height of our success on this side as well, because then the truth could be preached throughout the world, man. You know, go ahead.
The first scripture, what was that? Matthew 24? Matthew 24?
Okay, I got that.
Yeah, Matthew 24.
24, what is it, 14?
Yeah.
13, 14?
This is Matthew 24 and verse 14. It says, "And this gospel of the kingdom shall be preached in all the world for a witness unto all nations, and then shall the end come."
So where's the gospel found? It's in the book. How did it get around the world? By the internet. 2nd Ezra 6, and then we're going to go to Psalms.
2nd Ezra 6 and verse 17. And it happened that when I had heard it, I stood upon my feet and hearkened, and behold, there was a voice that spake, and the sound of it was like the sound of many waters.
Yahweh Shai's voice, go ahead.
And it said, Behold, the day is come, that I will begin to draw nigh and to visit them that dwell upon the earth.
Go ahead.
And I will begin to make inquisition of them, what they be that have hurt unjustly with their unrighteousness, and when the affliction of Zion shall be fulfilled.
That's dealing with the Esau and the nations, for what they did. The Lord's going to make inquisition of it. And he's doing that by his prophets first. Go ahead.
And when the world that shall begin to vanish away.
Right. So when the world or the eon or the age that's in power is going to begin to vanish away. Go ahead.
It says, then will I show these tokens.
And what are tokens? Signs.
Yeah, signs, right.
Go ahead.
The books.
What books?
Scriptures.
The scriptures, the Bible. Not the Quran or the Egyptian Book of the
right.
Dead or Numa Elish or the Epic of Gilgamesh and all that other crap. The Bible. The book shall what?
The book shall be open before the firmament.
What's the firmament?
Sky.
The ozone layer.
Ozone layer.
Which in that area there you have what? Satellites. And what do the satellites do?
Transmit. Yeah.
Send out
Receiving send signal.
Receive and send signals. What's
Yeah.
another name for the satellites? Scripture.
Unicorn. Oh.
Yep. The unicorn's horn. That's right. Go ahead.
It says the book shall be open before the firmament.
So what's somebody gonna have a ladder, get up there, or they're gonna take a plane or a hot balloon and start reading the scriptures out there with a megaphone or a surround sound speaker?
Right.
That's going to be attached to each satellite. We're going to have a surround sound speaker and they're going to be speaking from no. How's that going to be done? Through the internet. And there's a reason why they set it up this way with the internet, because the Lord wanted his word to go out. And it's impossible. The Lord Yahushua said it best in Matthew 10, I believe it is. He said that you're not going to be able to go to all the cities where Israel is to preach this word. So it's a waste of time having to go jet setting to every different part of the earth, because Israel's scattered among every nation. You're not going to be able to hit every nation. So what's the best way to reach them? Through what the Lord gave Esau, the technology, to build this infrastructure called the internet, and the signals being broadcasted is like like mail going out, but it's a verbal slash video type mail going out and giving the signals to all the world, giving them the sense of the good news of the gospel. So read that part again.
It says, the book shall be open before the firmament, and they shall see all together.
See it again? Read it again.
It says, the book shall be open before the firmament, and they shall see all together.
Right, they shall see all together. And the world now, the majority of the world rejected it, but you have the elect that's receiving it. To the elect, it's a beautiful sound, but to the rest of the world, it's like fingernails on a chalkboard.
Right. Yeah.
You know, it's not pleasing. Why? Because they're being told about their destruction, and in their spirit, they know that they're going to be destroyed, so they don't want to hear it. But the elect, they're crying. You can say that those that sign and cry for the abomination that be done with Israel, they're crying and sighing, you know. And this song is healing ointment, a soothing to their soul. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. And then y'all can break it down.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 19, verse 1. And it reads, the heavens declare the glory of Yahweh, and the firmament show of his handiwork. Right? And that's what he was talking about. The handiwork is the satellites, you know, all the communication, transmitting and receiving information. It says, day unto day utter speech, unto night show of knowledge. Okay? And then that knowledge is the scriptures.
That's right.
All right? It says, there is no speech nor language where their voice is not heard.
Right.
And, you know, you can go on internet, even this video right now, you can switch the language, you know? And as we're speaking, it's translating. You know, they're showing you these new things now with these translating earbuds. Okay, it translates in real time.
Yep.
So you can understand this truth.
They got handheld translators too.
God,
You no longer need to get a physical person in.
right?
They have the technology to where you can speak into a particular device and it'll say, in whatever language you choose, it'll say it what you said in English, you would say it in that language.
Yeah, I got one. It's a handheld translator. Yeah.
The day of the Lord's judgment is not going to be no excuse. The Lord is giving you good.
Speak up.
And that day is not going to be no excuse on the day of the Lord's judgment. All right, because hey, the Lord is just giving you multiple and different types of tools that you can use to get into come into understanding of this wisdom, not understanding of the scriptures. So don't sit there and say, "Oh Lord, I didn't know, It was translators. It was on the internet. Y'all was driving past in y'all cars.
Social media.
Time and chance happened to us all, man. All right. Instead, you want to watch Big Shirley shake her ass. You should have clicked on that brother preaching the truth.
Yeah.
Hey, even Trump is speaking about the prophet.
Yes.
Presidents. So you know this particular election, Jake, everybody was watching because of camel toe, moose knuckle. They were all watching. So Jake heard certain things, but it went over their head.
Yeah. Hey, I mean, like all these people that's riding past, that's a chance. Hey, that's why the Lord got us on the streets, because you got a chance to stop on your own kindness and say, what's going on over here? You know?
First chapter.
Yep. You got a chance. That's a chance. So you marked. If you look over here and you see us out here preaching, well, I wonder what's going on. But you don't stop because you is too busy. When the Lord gonna be too busy when it come time to help you.
Yep.
Go ahead, brother.
Because you rejected knowledge.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah. Okay. This is Acts chapter 1 verse 6. It says, "When they therefore were come together, they asked of him, saying, Lord, wilt thou at this time restore again the kingdom to Israel? And he said unto them, It is not for you to know the times or the seasons which the Father hath put in his own power. But ye shall receive."
But wait a minute. What did the disciples ask for?
They
asked, "Are you going to restore the kingdom again to Israel?" Because they knew that once the Messiah died, that the kingdom would be coming, but they didn't understand there had to be a falling away first. There had to be a time where certain prophecies had to come to pass. They all had to die and come back in this generation now to be set up and established.
That's right. And it says, verse 8, Acts 1 and 8, "But ye shall receive power after that of the Holy Spirit is come upon you, and ye shall be witnesses unto me both in Jerusalem and all Judea and in Samaria and unto the uttermost part of the earth." Here it is, the uttermost part of the earth.
And how did it get here?
But Esau brought it.
Well, the truth got over this side of the world. Then you had the prophets that taught it, and it went throughout the four corners of the earth. You know? And where did it start? It started in Harlem, New York. From one man. Just like the gospel of Yahushua back then started by one man, John the Baptist, which was the forerunner. Then Yahushua came on the scene, fulfilled what he was supposed to fulfill, set up men that were with him. They went out and taught. And the Lord said, before the great and terrible day of the Lord, he will send Elijah the prophet once again to restore the hearts of the fathers back to the sons and the hearts of the sons back to the children, or the fathers. You know, and this is what's going on right now. We're continuing on their legacy because Jake was waking up back in the 30s, 20s, 1900s, 1910s, 40s, 50s, 60s, but none of them was going into the New Testament because they were following the small hats. You had to start somewhere because they already had everything established. But after a while, once we learned the knowledge, there were a lot of things that they were teaching that was not right that got pushed out of the way. And the truth became refined. Until you see what you see today. Like Yahushua spoke about that mustard seed. If you have a faith as a mustard seed, that smallest seed out of all the seeds, it becomes the greatest tree.
That's right.
And that's how the truth is. It was a mustard seed at one time, insignificant to most, and it grew to this great tree where all Israelites from all over the world are gathering to it.
That's right.
That's
right.
You got it.
In verse 9, and when he had spoken these things, while they beheld, he was taken up, and the cloud received them out of their sight.
Right. That's the same way Yahushua left is the same way he's coming back.
That's right.
That's
right.
He got put to death back then. He coming to get some kickbacks.
That's right.
He's gonna come in to get his lick back.
That's right.
And then some.
Ezra. Coming to see you.
What's that?
Coming to see you.
I'm coming to see you.
Yeah. And then not as a man.
Just so you know. Damn, get me.
2 Thessalonians 2 in verse 8, it says, and then
Yeah, that's true. You're right. But now he's in the right.
Nah, I'm sorry, verse 3, then I'm jump down. 2 Thessalonians 2 and 3, let no man deceive you by any means, for that day shall not come, except there come a falling away first, and that man of sin be revealed, the son of perdition. All right, so yeah, that day. What is this day talking about? What is that day that falling away first? All right, that's talking about Israel, losing our heritage.
Well, pretty much that part right there, the falling away first, that goes back to 70 AD. The Apostle Paul was speaking about 70 AD because this took place roughly around 60 AD. So it was a little bit just before the fall of Jerusalem. That was the first falling away back then. And the man of sin being revealed was Esau back then during the Romans. And pretty much they set up what was called the abomination that maketh desolate, which was, setting up them coming into the temple and desecrating it, because the heathens weren't supposed to come into the temple at all. They came in and destroyed it, took all of the treasures of the temple. Yep, then they set up the Archetitus, which when you look at the Archetitus, you have what's known as the menorah, which is a 7-stick candelabra. It's a 7-stick candlestick, and you see it, the actual seven candlesticks on the gigantic, I think it was made out of gold menorah that they carried out, that the Romans carried out. But then when you go and try to buy a menorah today, they got 9 prongs on it. Because I was going to do a lesson on this and just show that, not do a whole lesson, but just show, look, see the Archetitus? You have the commemoration of them sacking Jerusalem, destroying it, and then carrying away one of the treasures of the temple, and it's the menorah, right, which has 7 sticks. And today they got 9. When you go back to Exodus, it tells you that you have 1 candlestick, and you have three what you call it, that come out from each side, which makes 6 more, which is 7 altogether. Y'all got it.
Verse 4, who opposeth and exalteth himself above all that is called God or that is worshipped, so that he as God sitteth in the temple of God, showing himself that he is God.
Right.
This is how Esau, this is their mindset, that they're in the power seat of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right, and so that's why they're coming out with the so-called, not so-called, the micro seed. All right, because that micro seed, that's to let you know that, hey, I own it. It says, now I'm gonna jump down to verse 8. It says, and then shall that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord shall consume with the spirit of his mouth, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
Yep. What's the spirit of his mouth?
That's the prophets.
Yep. And what's the last part of it?
That's the missiles.
Yep. And what else?
He'll come in with the angels.
Right. And what the angels coming in?
The chariots.
And what the chariots gonna do?
Shoot out the laser beam.
There you go.
That's right.
Bring it home, baby. You brought the horse to the race. Make him run. Let him out the gate, goddamn, so he can do his job. You got it.
It says, even him whose coming is after the working of Satan, with all power and signs and lying wonders. So yeah, Esau, any so-called white man, just look how they're running this world. All right, it ain't after the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. It's after the works of Satan. All right, things that's contrary to the ways of Yahweh Bashem Yahushua. All right, consistently, pushing out lies. All right, and making you people believe the lies. All right. It says, like, what's one of the lies? That a man could be a woman. Things of that nature.
But there is no, it's like, we're doing the 2 genders.
Yeah.
stuff like that.
It says, and with all deceivableness of unrighteousness in them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth, that they might be saved. And you know, Elder Damashpa was talking about, hey, all these people was running around and not, you know, they don't want to inquire. Hey, so because you don't want to inquire, hey, the Lord's going to allow you, you know, to basically be deceived by the so-called white man.
Yep, by your own delusions.
Yeah.
You know, and the scriptures say, somebody get that from 2 Corinthians 4:3, and that'll back you up, you know, what you're saying.
It says,
Yeah, 2 Corinthians 4:3.
Yep. This is the book of 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 3, and it reads, but if our gospel be hid, it is hid to them that are lost.
Boom.
Right.
You gotta keep on reading, go ahead. No, he got there's another verse.
He says, verse 4, in whom the God of this world hath blinded the minds of them which believe not, lest light of the glorious gospel of Hamashiach, who is the image of Yahweh, should shine unto them.
right, so who's the God of this world? Who's in rulership now? He's so-called white man. All right, and our people, you know, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans, and y'all can't get it because, hey, Al-Bashir al-Assad allowed you to be deceived by this man.
Right, and then you have plantation slash Renaissance Christianity, which is run by the God of this world, and it's set up to blind people. That's why you got Jake still in this love vibration. Love everybody vibration except each other. Hate your family, hate your own, but love everybody else.
Ooh, I'm putting together a lesson on that one too.
You know? So that's why they're blinded, because the God of this world blinded their minds. And that's why whenever you bring out the true breakdown of the Bible, they don't recognize it because it doesn't go in line with their deception.
Yeah.
See? Do you see?
Yeah. No, but hey, they're engrossed. They're
Gross darkness.
yeah, in gross darkness. They're you know, like how you submerged. They're submerged
Ostrich effect.
in the wickedness of this world, man. That's why the scriptures speak about how the truth shall make you free.
Right.
You know,
They're
when,
in bondage.
yeah,
Is that right?
mental bondage. You know, they're in a psychological cage.
Yep.
You know,
It's like their brain is trapped, behind those prison bars. They got prison bars around their brain.
Yep. Yep. And they can't think about anything great. They can't think about being great. They can't think about ruling the world. They can't think about being the children of the Most High.
Special treasure.
You know, because this life has trodden them down to the point where all hope is lost. The way of this world is their salvation,
Right.
and that's what's going to destroy them.
They can't accept being royal people because they've been taught that they're trash.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
know? And the thing is, when you indoctrinate somebody like that so much, psychologically, it's hard for them to break out of that chain because it becomes a crutch.
Yeah.
Like that so-called Stockholm syndrome, it becomes a crutch, so where they lean upon their captors and love their captors more than they love themselves, because their captors made them believe that they're pretty much, you know, are over you, you know, and that you owe everything to them. Like Esau says, if it wasn't for us, you'd still be in the jungles of Africa chucking spears. Motherfucker, there was great civilizations among Jacob in Africa. And even among them Hamites, they had great civilizations. Among all the dark nations, they had great civilizations.
Yeah.
You're the thief of the earth,
Yeah.
you know?
You the one that you the one that put yourself as the king of Egypt. You know, you put yourself as the last samurai.
Yeah.
You know, you every goddamn body.
Yeah.
You the
Except for
Spartans, you the
Esau.
Vikings. Yeah, except for Esau. You the Spartans, you the Vikings.
Yeah.
You know?
And no matter how much information comes out with different icons and relics and stuff of Jake, they still don't accept it.
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
This is Romans 11:7. It says, "What then? Israel hath not obtained that which he seeketh for, but the election hath obtained it, and the rest were blinded." Because that's what we always talk about. It's about the elect of the nation of Israel. All right, 2/3 of the Negroes, Latino, Native Americans, he's not going to can't get it. Because prophecy has to be fulfilled. Someone has to fill those lots.
Yes.
All right? We just pray that we don't end up in those lots. You know, we pray we stay and endure to the very end, which the same shall be saved.
It is impossible, but that offenses must come.
That's right.
But woe to him by whom the offense cometh.
That's right. God it says, verse 8, according as it is written, so we're going back to the Old Testament, as it is written, for all those that say, oh, the Old Testament done away with it. It says, the Most High hath given them the spirit of slumber, eyes that they should not see, and ears that they should not hear unto this day. See, and that's all according to the Most High, Yahweh Shema Shai. Once again, quoted earlier, Proverbs 20 and 24, man's goings are of the Lord, how then can a man understand his own way? So the Lord chose you not to get it. All right? At the end all be all. So, you know, sometimes we get upset with Jacob here, and then we also realize that the Lord set it up that way. You know? In verse 9 it says, and David said, same dude, every week. And David said, let their table be made a snare, and a trap, and a stumbling block, and a recompense unto them. Let their eyes be darkened, that they may not see, and bow down their back always. See? That was the spirit of King David. We're in that spirit too. And the nigga can't get it, we moving on, man. Hey, let these people go, man. All right, let them be destroyed and be born back in the right mind of the kingdom, man. All right? That's why I say that the first and second admonition, basically let them go, roughly paraphrasing. We're not out here to beg for you to bow down to Yahweh Shem Shai, man. He's a power that's worth serving, man. If you read about him, all right, if you understand what he's capable of, and that he's in control of everything that we do. And we don't care about him. That's right.
We don't care if you don't get it. Because it ain't for everybody. When you're called to feel chosen. So we don't care if you don't get it.
Don't get it, nigga.
We don't care if you don't believe. Hey, that's not going to stop us from believing in how about see how it shine. That's not going to stop us from believing in these scriptures. What's crazy is that I wanted to share this. A guy I just worked with, he just scoffed me on my phone before I got the count.
Good.
And maybe how about see how it shine destroy his ass,
Oh,
man.
he will.
That's right.
Oh, he will.
He will.
You know?
You're going to eat some more.
These people think that it's a game and a joke. That we devote our life, our everything, our all to Yahweh Shem. I was trying to get that it's a joke and why do you like doing all this and that. You're going to see real soon how we put our all into this thing.
Until the judgment comes.
That's right. That's right.
You're going to see real soon why we love Yahweh Shem, man. When you niggas are starving in those corners of your houses, all right? When your woman out there blowing every Joe Blow and Harry, man. All right? You don't see why we want to keep the laws, statutes, and commandments of the Heavenly Father, man. I'm tired of J-Cast, man. It's always a joke. You ride past your laugh, ha 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 ha. Hey, laugh now but cry later, man.
Yeah. It wouldn't be funny. It wouldn't be funny if the Lord just gave us spiritual power. See, what like the Lord just gave us spiritual power, and we just run and bust a line through that car and chop everything into the half.
Right.
Then it wouldn't be funny. But the thing is, even before that, the Lord's going to start dealing out judgments on the spot. You're going to start seeing people coughing the truth drop dead of a heart attack.
That's right.
Hey, the Lord is going to start dealing judgment on the fucking spot.
That's right.
Just like that dude, that fucking devil that was in Chicago. Remember? I don't know if brothers remember. That devil was scoffing on brothers, and some dude just came out of nowhere and just shot his ass. And then he didn't know he was shot until his girl grabbed him, you know, and said, "Oh, you shot!" And the dude came and shot his ass again and killed him right there in front of the camp. You know. Do people think they can just talk and do what they want to do and ha ha he he he?
Yeah.
You know, the Lord will make you go downtown. The Lord will make a window pane fall out and smash your shit. You know, the Lord is nothing to be fucked with, man.
And there's somebody that used to study the truth, man. We used to go back and forth at work, man, about the children. There's time even dealing with it, man.
Precept.
All you niggas.
That's the parable of the sower seed.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 12, beginning at verse 36, and it reads, these are words of Yahushua. But I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak,
All that BS y'all be saying, man, you scoffers. All right? I said this earlier in the video. Hey, some of our women some of our women that's the men before, some of our women gonna be jacked up, man. Okay? But some of the things that they have said and done, man. All right, thinking that they have gotten away with things as well.
Reset.
You know, or you watching the video of your woman, oh, well, what about the women? Then fuck you goddamn women, man. Fuck you women, man. Sit back and be in order. Go ahead.
but I say unto you that every idle word that men shall speak, they shall give account thereof in the day of judgment.
So all those words, y'all got to give an account of everything that you have said,
You're
man.
gonna eat your words.
That's
That's right, you're going to eat them. You eat your words and you're going to eat them leather boots soon, too.
Yeah.
Leaves
you know.
from the trees.
I was just
Ranch
thinking.
soup.
Hey, and I was just thinking about jumping out of the tree on the nigga's head, man. Just, hey, remember you didn't listen? The nigga looked up and he see my face and remember me. And by the time he say, "Oh shit, this nigga in under the soil with just his head," you know.
You got the fried toenail gumbo.
Yeah.
Take fish off. Take a fish off to every other sound of doctrine, man. But won't come into the doctrine that makes you royalty, man. How dumb-minded is that, man?
You're gonna have if it's not the winter, you're gonna have leaf salad. and then you could get one of those graters and grate some of that cheese off your toes. That Jarlsberg cheese.
Callous salad. Nigga cheese. Matthew 12 and 37 says, for by thy word thou shalt be justified.
Y'all gonna be justified for the things that you have said, man. You know, it was crazy that the elder said that because you know, one of the elders that we lost in this camp, he told the guys, hey, he started throwing curses up on this guy, man. He was scoffing us right at the camp, man. Him and his friend, man. The guy came back the next week and said, man, the Lord killed my friend, man. Can I repent to the Lord, man? These are the type of things that's going to happen, but it's going to be happening executed expediently, like the elder was saying, it's going to be done, man, right then and there, man.
Yeah. But you know too that these people doing that, they're having a Judas Iscariot effect.
Right. Yeah.
Because they're doing it not wanting to, just the Lord make them do it.
Yeah.
Because that's going to seal their judgment. Remember, the Lord is just in everything that He does.
Right. Mike Epps happened to Mike Epps too.
Yeah.
Mike Epps, the Lord smoked his boy.
Ricky Harris, they were scoffing.
Yeah.
And the Lord took him, and he came trying to, get in good with brothers. There was a celebrity that came by the camp, in New York, asking for prayers. He even knew he was GMS. I mean, we weren't there. It was the other brothers. We said, y'all GMS, right? Yeah, Hebrew Israelite, GMS, right? Yeah. Hey, say a prayer for me, man. Then another time we seen him flying down the street in the fly-ass ride. Without a care in the world. No?
Yeah, but that's because JB wanted the Lord at their weakest time and point and moment in life. That's when they want to call on the Lord.
When it's convenient
When
for
it's
them.
convenient for them.
Hey, but you see, Ricky Harris got smoked, but when the brothers in Cali confronted Mike Epps, he repented.
Yeah.
He said, "I'm sorry, man." Like, hey, he repented, but you know what? The Lord might have mercy on him, man.
Or the Lord make killers of
He ain't repent that hard. He just didn't want to die.
He's still out there. You don't know what the hell these people doing out there. Coming to find out, Denzel, he's a mo too. So he even said it out of his own mouth. He said, "Yeah, I kissed a man in the mouth." But then in the same scene, I kill him though. But they weren't ready for that, so they took it out the movie.
Yeah, you should have killed yourself, you doodle ball head nigga.
Like all these celebrities, I just told somebody about Kyle.
Bro, you ain't gonna select it, brother.
Select it.
You're not gonna be way up there in that on that status, getting those type of roles with these major epic movies if you're not doing something.
Exactly. To your, I was gonna say just to your point, Apostle, not one, not two, we got 3 straight movies where he destroyed Edomites.
Yeah.
Think about that. Yeah, it wasn't that long ago when Sidney Poitier was an Edomite.
Yep.
That went crazy because he slapped that guy, and it was a big thing. And you jump from that to this, we know you did something.
Oh yeah.
Reset.
Go ahead.
Kiss a guy, you man, like man, you don't got no integrity. You kiss a man on the lips, man. You know.
But then
And
ain't he the same one that say he won't sleep with a white woman out of respect for his wife?
Yeah.
So what? She like men kissing men in the mouth?
Yeah, but you kiss your wife with that mouth, nigga. You know. The Lord, man, the Lord destroy that nigga,
Yeah,
man.
you don't know if that dude just finished slapping somebody else's rod.
Yeah.
And just in general, even if he didn't, just the thought of just kissing another man. What's wrong with you? I never was down with that, not even with my sons. You know, you got Jake that like kissing their sons in the mouth. So what the fuck is wrong with you, bro? You know, you could kiss them on the cheek or on the head or something like that. Brother, if I had a daughter, I wouldn't kiss my daughter in the mouth. You know? Trash.
Sirach 23:19. Such a man only feareth the eyes of men, and knoweth not that the eyes of the Lord are 10,000 times brighter than the sun.
What's the other one that says such a man set his heart for sale, soul for sale? Something like that.
It says, beholding all the ways of men and considering the most secret parts. So yeah, all about shooting outside, he got his angels out here that's consistently, constantly, watching everybody. All right, they're watching, whatever you're doing in your own, in your house. All right, if you're doing wickedness or if you're doing righteousness. All right, it's all being reported to the Al Bashir al-Shah. All right.
Sirach,
And at the
you got
end
that?
of the day, hey, you're going to be judged according to your works. All right. The hidden ones. All right. The things that you go out, in public or whatever.
Well, the Lord knows.
Yeah.
The eyes of the Lord are in every place, beholding the good and the evil.
He didn't have to say that. He didn't have to tell that, but he was the Lord made him say that.
And you know why he said it too? Because it's accepted now.
Right.
You know? So he slid out the closet that way.
Yeah, man. I bet his wife probably be wondering why his mouth tastes funny.
Oh, Lord.
Go ahead, read. So like, funny mouth tasting nigga.
That
This nigga, doo-doo mouth nigga. Anyway, man, like that shit burns me up, man. Like you admit that you kiss another man on the mouth. That's not normal, nigga. That's not acceptable. Not even if you Denzel fucking Washington, man. That's evil, man. That's malevolent.
You know what? They probably, told him to do that. We probably, he done all that.
Yeah, of course.
But they told him to make that public, or else we don't, And he had to make some shit public. Because in this day and age, why are you gonna have a scene like that, but then take it out the movie? Come on.
But Denzel, he all over the media with these what is it? These what do they call it? When you give a speech like he's got all these speeches. No.
Oh, you talking about? No, you talking about?
Life coach. These life coach snippets all over the internet talking about you're supposed to believe in God, a man that believes in God, such and such and this and that, and God. And I was always told that God and this, and then you go kiss a man on the mouth, nigga.
You ain't read where it says you ain't supposed to do that?
Right.
Yeah, man. Like, come on, man. Hey, man, all you people that think that you got it and you don't, man. A lot of you people, you watch these videos and then you hear something that hit you, then you, hold it, let me hurry up and turn that off. Nigga, you can't unhear it, nigga.
Right.
You can't unhear it. The Lord gonna get you niggas, man.
Right, man.
Oh, you mean all you ear-turning niggas, man, the Lord gonna smoke you niggas, man. Then somebody run out of the middle of nowhere and bust you on the ear with a bat. Right. Then you'll be like, why my ear fucked up?
Right.
Yeah, you ear turning nigga, that's what you get. Now you can't hear out the ear at all. Man, the Lord gonna bring some serious judgment, man. Like
Oh yeah.
Like the vengeance, the anger of the Lord has to be felt in this goddamn forsaken place, man.
Right.
And it will.
Yep.
The Lord's gonna make His presence known.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey,
Absolutely.
remember, just before He delivered Israel out of Egypt, He plagued Egypt with all those plagues.
Man.
Hey, shit got turned up in Egypt.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, and that shit got crazy. And they said, I will smite Egypt again with plagues as before. And it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be the same exact plagues.
Yeah.
But the Lord brings something, you know, here worse. That's conducive to the times.
That's right.
Woo! Hey, the place that is spiritually called Sodom in Egypt. This is the place that's gonna be smitten with plagues as before.
Oh yeah. And it's gonna be set for the worst destruction ever.
Yes.
And that's gonna be, you know, the final cherry on top. So everything else is gonna lead up to that point. I got it.
It's Jeremiah 16 and verse 15. But the Lord liveth.
Read the 14th.
Yeah. Jeremiah 16 and verse 14. Therefore, behold, the days come, saith the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt, but the Lord liveth that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north, and from all the lands whither he had driven them.
What does that mean?
All right, so, you know, Egypt, you know, and this great plagues, all right, the plagues that Yahweh Shah is finna send here, all right, to America, Babylon the Great, you know, it's gonna over exceed, you know, Egypt's, you know, Israel's deliverance out of Egypt.
Yeah, because back then, during the time of Egypt, what happened was when the Lord delivered the children of Israel, roughly around 3,500 years ago or so, you know, the notoriety or the fame of the Most High's name went abroad, and all nations knew. All nations that were in that area at that time, they knew that the Lord delivered the children of Israel out of Egypt. So in this time, that's gonna take a back seat in comparison to the deliverance that's coming to America, which is modern day Egypt.
Yep.
You got it.
That's gonna gain, and all these nations, they gonna shot with fear.
Oh yeah.
Precept.
And they're gonna put some spec on his name.
That's right.
Respect him.
Hey, this whole day-to-day scenario, rat race scenario is gonna change. Hey, and the average person you see doing good, driving from here to there, going to the club and going to restaurants are gonna be scavenging for food, man.
Oh yeah.
You know? They're gonna be waiting in line to become slaves. Hey, man, the Lord is about to really amp shit up, man.
He gonna do something.
Hey, they don't want a middle class. They want a rich class and a poor class. And you think they want Joe? If you think they want Joe black ass to be upper class, then you got another thing coming. They don't want Jake to have nothing, man.
Yep.
You know? So that should make you say, well, let me depend on the Lord for my substance. Because if this man is trying to destroy me, if this man is trying to destroy me, then maybe I should depend on the Lord for my substance.
Yeah. Hey, if you notice, like a lot of those futuristic movies, they don't have any Jakes in there.
Yeah. Yep.
Unless they're slaves.
Yeah. Yep.
You know, because that's what Esau wants. He liked it when Jake was in that slave state. Couldn't read, couldn't write, didn't have an opinion. Everything is, you know, whatever you say, master, whatever you say, boss, you know. That's what they want. And they don't want people that are dependent on themselves, like the elder was speaking about.
Yeah.
That's why during 2020, from then till now, a big portion of the middle class disappeared.
Yeah.
Because the middle class, they had just enough where they were just rising above, and then when all this shit went down and prices started going up and everything started going up, all that savings and money that they had dwindled. You know, they had to blow through it. The only ones and then you had some that were kind of reaching the upper crust that now might be middle class because they lost all that money. You know, and eventually they're gonna get them down to where they're paupers. You know? I got it.
I got some. This is 2 Kings 16, and I'm gonna start at 8. The mighty Lord sendeth the plagues, and who is he that can drive them away? A fire shall go forth from his wrath, and who is he that may quench it?
You gotta go break it down.
And when the Lord starts to plagues, all right, when all hell starts to break loose, when he starts to ease in his judgment to this place, man, it's gonna be no stopping it, man. There's not nobody gonna be able to come put out no fires, man. Nobody not gonna be able to stop these plagues. Okay? He's out for to show his true horns, man. That devil's finna show his horns to you, man.
And it shall be as madmen sparing none.
Yeah.
They don't give a damn if you're old, if you're young, if you're a baby, if you're whatever race you are, you know, if you're a man, woman, but they don't give a damn. They're gonna come and they're gonna get busy. Elder, I think it was Elder Apostle Gabar was speaking about the times that were coming. There other brothers were speaking about it too. I can't remember exactly who it was. They were going into it, which used to speak about years ago, that the average, you know, National Guard, military man, police officers, sheriffs, you know, that are American, they're not gonna wanna, you know, kill, you know, or put their own people in subjection like that. But you have these foreign troops. You have, you know, the UN here. You have, you know, NATO. You have they call the Gurkhas, you know, which I believe they're from Nepal. You know, this Nepalese, if I'm saying that correctly, army. You know, so they're gonna use foreign troops to bring about these calamities, to bring about that great insurrection, to bring about, you know, that the time of Jacob's trouble. But even some of them Edomites, they'll do it too. But they're gonna do that to bring about, you know, how it said, they shall be like madmen sparing none. You know, and a lot of these devils are mind controlled too.
Yeah.
You know, so they'll just snap a button, you know, and then they're gonna, you know, a lot of them are gonna have that Michael C up in them, you know, and it's, man, it's gonna be like a whole host of shit that's gonna go down. You know?
Yeah, and then another thing too, hey, these other countries, man, hey, man, they don't like y'all motherfucking ass, man.
No.
They hate America, man.
Yep.
They hate America, bro. So they're gonna be ready to come over here and kill you, ravish your women, and they might ravish you.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, remember the movie The Road,
Yeah.
right? Remember what she said before she went off into the darkness, right? She said they're gonna, you know, they were gonna grape her, they were gonna grape their son, they were gonna kill him, then they were gonna eat him. And then she just lost it. She just got into a place where she just couldn't take it no more. She just walked out there without no jacket. She disappeared into the night. Left them there and just went. Who knows what the hell happened to that hoe?
Man, I wish they would have showed it.
They was rotisserie. They were rotisserie taking Venezuela. They had y'all on rotisserie sticks, turning y'all over, man.
Well, Esau was doing that. You know, back in the days, called it delectable Negro. You know, they were eating Jake. They made coats and jackets and stuff with Jake's skin. And they still got it.
Yeah, to this day.
To this day.
It's still for sale.
Yeah. But these devils don't have no remorse for that. You know, back there, I don't know what they're called. You know, the little figurines and the different, you know, Jake, you know, with the big lips, you know, the heads and, you know, the different things. They have a name for it. You know, where they had Jake, you know, looking like monkeys and baboons with the big lips, super dark. You know, they got all type of figurines like that. Come on, man. They got no remorse for that. You know, what they did to Gad, and they call them, you know, Indians and savages. You know, and it just don't stop.
Yeah, they got a black face emoji. An emoji with a black face. It's not a, you know.
They got a lot to pay for, man. Yep. This devil has done so many atrocities to the nation of Israel. He has to pay. All right. Just because you think that the Lord hasn't touched you yet, hey, He's gonna punch that clock.
Yep.
All right. He's gonna punch that clock.
Let's go. We gonna punch that clock.
There's gonna be a time when he punch that clock, man. Or just like you got us punching. every day in and out of that clock. It's gonna be one of them. That's time. Click up. And he gonna go in on your ass. You just went on. The outside just went on his father to release him, man.
You gonna wear your ass out.
Yeah.
Ever see Roscoe Jenkins? When his daddy told him when Dr. Race, oh yeah, daddy, yeah. He can't wait, man. Can't wait to get down here and check your asses up, man.
Yeah.
Well, it says that the day of vengeance burns in his heart. He's anxious.
Can't wait. That's right.
He's anxious to jump off there. He's looking at the Most High,
Yeah.
looking at the earth,
Mm-hmm.
looking at the Most High.
Yeah, right.
You know, just waiting.
Yeah. And he see the time getting closer.
Yeah.
He said, "Yeah, it's only a few more left,
Right.
and I'm on their ass."
Oh, okay. World War III born. All right.
Yeah.
Nice and lovely.
Hey, shine up my chariot. That chariot shining.
Well,
Ready
they
to
stay
come.
shining. You ain't got to put nothing on it.
Yeah.
They ready.
Yeah, they ready with the spirit. Shining.
Come.
Let me get to the point where
Let's get to the point.
Isaiah 63 and verse 4, for the day of vengeance is in my heart.
Man, you should start at the first
Yeah, go.
verse.
Yeah. Right,
You can't, man. That's one of the scriptures you
Yeah,
can't.
you got it.
Isaiah 63 and verse 1, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments from Bozrah? This that is glorious in his apparel.
So now, what if somebody told y'all, right, and they said that that's talking about the land of Edom? How would y'all? I was thinking about this earlier, the other day, or actually earlier. What scripture would y'all go to prove that that's talking about the people and not just the land? I mean, we're talking about America, the land of America and the Edomites, but how do you know it's not talking about the ancient land of Edom? You have some?
Oh no, I was just gonna Psalms 49 and 11.
That's good, but I'm dealing with the word named Edom.
Psalms 137.
That's good. That's a good one. That's a good one. I wasn't thinking about that one, but that's a good one. Anybody else? Because I was thinking about that earlier. Because you know how these devils are. They like to try to put little spins. But that's talking about the land of Edom. The Lord's coming from the land of Edom and from Bozrah. That ain't America. Come on, play that. Jeopardy jingle. And once it's over.
What about Genesis 36
Yeah.
and 8? Thus dwelt Esau in Mount Seir. Esau is Edom.
That's good because it also shows that Edom is not just called the land, it's also the people. All right. So go to Isaiah 34 and verse.
Yeah, I was there.
Start at 5.
Yeah, Isaiah 34 and 5. It says, "For my sword shall be bathed in heaven. Behold, it shall come down upon Idumea."
Idumea is what? That's a Greek way of saying Edom, right?
Yep.
Go ahead.
It says, "And upon the people of my curse to judgment."
So it's letting you know that the Edomites are the people of the Most High's curse. So now go back to Isaiah 63. Who was reading? Now, it's funny because I was just thinking about that earlier. Okay.
Isaiah 63 and verse 1, who is this that cometh from Edom with dyed garments?
Right, because the people that's running America, which is the modern day Edom, those are the Edomites. Okay.
It says, with dyed garments from Bozrah.
Right, with dyed garments from Bozrah, because it said that the slain of the Lord shall be many. Okay.
This that is glorious in his apparel, traveling in his greatness of strength.
Right, so it's not talking about actual blood being sprinkled on his garments. It's talking about he's going to get the credit for all these slain. Right, traveling in the greatness of his strength, meaning he said in Isaiah 47, "I will not meet thee as a man."
That's right.
He's coming back in his total power, angelic power. Once he went up into the heavens, he got that angelic body. He ain't coming back like he did 2,000 years ago. Ever again. He's forever in that body. That's why the Apostle Paul said, King David said, I'll wait till I wake with your likeness or something like that, because we're going to get the same thing. Our bodies are going to be fashioned like his glorious body. And that's part of the everlasting life. And that's when the second covenant will be fully fulfilled, when the laws are inserted into our inward parts, which means we will get the true upgrade. Go ahead. Salaka, brother. Go ahead. Y'all got it.
Perfect. Hey,
Go
It
ahead.
says, I that speak in righteousness mighty to save.
Right. I that speak in righteousness, mighty to save. And even this guy, David Guzik, who's a scholar, right? They asked him about this. Are the Edomites going to be here when the Lord comes back? And he had to admit that yes, but he doesn't subscribe to that. I forget exactly how he said it, but he worded it around something like that. He doesn't subscribe to it. It don't matter what you're going to subscribe to. It don't matter what your theological research and your so-called theological teachings taught you. You don't know the scriptures, and you definitely don't know prophecy. You know certain things, like the scholars can go into historical accounts and break down about the Greeks and the Romans and the Persians and the Medes and all that. They can go into different historical accounts of King David and all. Yeah, you could break all that stuff down, that certain of those prophecies, because they already happened. But the prophecies of today, you can't break down, because that's not given to you. It's given to the prophets. Surely the Lord power will do nothing if you reveal the secrets unto his servants, the prophets. So they're not going to be able to break it down. So it don't matter what you feel. The scriptures say the heart is deceitful above all things and desperately wicked. Who can know it, right? Go ahead.
It says, wherefore art thou red in thy apparel, and thy garments like him that treadeth in the wine fat?
Right, because Revelation 14 speaks about the threshing floor. Speaks about the grapes. That represents the people. And it says that when he came through treading the grapes, he said the blood rose to the bridle of the horses, which is, in their mouth. It doesn't mean that literal blood is going to rise to the bridle of a horse, but it means that the slain of the Lord shall be many.
That's right.
Innumerable. And when it says that the floor is full and the harvest is ripe, meaning it's time to get busy. It's time to thresh.
Yeah, there's none into their corpses. The Lord gonna bring death with that war, but it's gonna be war over here too.
That's right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, man. So it's gonna be wars and rumors of wars. It's gonna be war overseas. It's gonna be war here in America. It's gonna be uprisings all over the place, man.
Right.
Verse 3, it says, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there was none with me. For I will
really, he don't need the angels.
Right.
But the Lord is sending it because the Lord is making a declaration.
That's right.
Why? Because the Most High's name is going to be exalted in that day.
That's right.
Yahushua's name is going to be exalted in that day.
Right.
So you had a precept? Go ahead.
Quick one. This is Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15.
Beautiful.
It says, for behold, the Lord Yahweh will come with fire and with his chariots like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury and his rebuke with flames of fire. That's right, and that's going into what Yahweh's grand entrance to destroy this devil, man. Or he's going to come with the host of chariots, or the holy angels, all right, and they're going to be riding in the chariots, what the world will call UFOs or UAPs, okay?
And they're now talking about the so-called UFOs.
Yeah.
They're having hearings about it.
Yep.
I just saw a clip this morning on Good Morning America from June of 2023 to now, 700 sightings of UFOs and 21 they can't explain.
Right.
So yeah, they just aired that this morning.
And the reason why is because everybody, their mama and their grandmama and their baby got cameras,
Yep.
Yeah.
phones,
Yeah.
and they're recording everything. There's stuff that is not, they can't explain it.
Yep.
Like what's that whole deal? Well, how can they explain that whole deal with that plane
Like, yeah.
with those three objects around it, which are the chariots,
Yep.
made that plane disappear? How you gonna explain something like that?
Right.
They're going to be amazed at the strangeness of this salvation.
Salvation, that's right. Because if there's a map too, we saw probably a couple of years ago, where it shows all the chariot sightings. And it's mainly here in America, down by
Ukraine too.
Yeah.
And Israel.
Yep. Yep.
Is it real?
Yeah. Oh yeah, let him
Whatever y'all got, y'all got.
bring it up. Bring it up.
Isaiah 63 and verse 3, I have trodden the winepress alone, and of the people there is none with me. For I will tread them in my anger, and trample them in my fury, and their blood shall be sprinkled upon my garments, and I will stain all my raiment.
Yeah, I mean, what? He's going to do a lot of killing once again. It's not going to actually that he's going to stain with blood, but he's going to be a lot of killing.
But then, according to these people, Jesus is coming back to, for love for everybody.
Yeah. Yeah. He
He's going to show love.
Yeah. Matthew 10:34 says, well, I came back to set peace on earth with a sword. You know? Yeah.
Yeah.
We're not coming here to say, oh, come on, everybody, let's join hands. No, we're coming here to render judgment against this place, man.
Yeah, he gonna show love. He gonna love you to death. Literally.
This place has to be cleansed. It has to be clean.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
And what you think
Isn't real.
isn't real has to be cleansed too, man. You know, these places have to be cleansed on earth because what? Of the foul and nasty and abomination and all the wicked acts that have been committed in these places, man. All right? These places can't continue to go on. If you think they don't continue to go on, you're going to see real soon what's going to happen.
It says, for the day of vengeance is in my heart, and the year of redeem is come.
Right. Yep, there's going to be an appointed time where Yahweh Shai is going to come, man, and he's going to render vengeance, man. All right, because what? It's been written, all right? It's prophesied to happen, all right? And we know Isaiah 55:11 says what? So
55 inches.
yeah.
My God.
Right, the scriptures being true. This is 2 Ezra 15:2. It calls them to be written in paper for they are faithful. Okay. This is 2 Ezra 15:1. Behold, speak thou in the ears of my people the words of prophecy which I will put in thy mouth, said the Lord. It calls them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Yep. You know, just to back this brother up, these scriptures are faithful and true, man. Yep. All right? You see that, and if you don't believe it, go into the prophecies and see how many prophecies have come forth, man. See how many things, see how the earth has changed through the prophecies, man.
Yep.
Okay?
Yep.
I got it. Oh, you
What about Isaiah?
This is Isaiah chapter 55, verse 11. It says, so shall my word it's like, it says, so shall my word be that goeth forth out of my mouth. It shall not return unto me void, but it shall accomplish that which I please.
See, the words of Yahweh Shai, they're going to come to pass, man. They're not going to return void without anything happening. All right? You know?
Let them go.
And then, you know, so the words are going to come to pass. So when Yahweh Shai is coming back, that's probably he's going to come and destroy things, man. He's going to get busy. All right? Because what wickedness has exceedingly polluted the whole earth, including like 2/3 property, and that will start breaking, man, because that's why this place needs cleansing, man. All right?
They let the Muslims out.
There were no 13 tribes of Judah.
There was 13 tribes, bro. They let the Muslims out.
Hey, keep reading.
All right, it says,
They let the Muslims
and
out.
it shall prosper in the thing whereto I sent
So
it.
it's going to prosper, all right? So if the Lord said it, it's going to be done, all right? The Lord's not a man that he should lie, all right? He's not like the people of this world that make empty promises, man. No, Yahweh Shai is good on his word, all right? That's it,
I got some.
Oh, yeah, go ahead, John.
Isaiah 13:11. Or now I'm gonna start at verse 9. Behold, the day of the Lord cometh cruel, both with wrath and fierce anger.
Right, see, the Lord is coming back cruel and with fierce anger, man. Like I say, he ain't coming back kumbaya, let's get it all, let's get along spirit. No, man, he's coming to destroy, all right? The Lord's about division, man, all right? He's against these heathen nations, man. Remember, the Lord said, man, these heathen are nothing. They're like unto spittle, all right? He said they're less than nothing in vanity, all right? That's how bad the Lord don't care about these nations, man. He said they're less than nothing. Okay?
It says,
and that's why, look, that's why 2/3 is gonna be destroyed too, man. Because you're in the spirit of the damn heathen, so you're gonna get a heathen judgment, man. All right, like these people running up and down, 13 tribes, man, get your ass up out of here, man. We ain't got time for that.
That's what you just got to play them. Yep, it's all about Judah.
Yep,
it's all
right.
about Judah.
Yep. Just keep it
Because
pushing.
the bottom line is, first of all, they're older,
Yep.
set in their ways. You ain't
Yep.
gonna be able to, turn them around from what they're into. Now they listen, they ask good questions. You give them, you give them a line, and then you see them start biting, and that's a different story. Like the other brother that we was talking to, kind of saying a few things.
Yeah.
He kind of was a little bit more receptive. But with that, you can't argue with that.
Oh yeah, because those people, like I said, they're old bottles, man.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's right. You can't put new wine in old bottles.
Yeah.
it says to lay the land desolate, and he should destroy the sinners thereof out of it.
Say he destroyed the sinners thereof out of it. All right, and what's sin? Hey, 1 John 3 and 4, transgression of the law. For sin is the transgression of the law, right? That's right. All right, so there's going to be sinners, all right? You're going to be held accountable, man. Wow. All right? And yes, the law is still in effect. Yeah, we can't be saved by it, all right? We're saved under grace. But, it'll take effort, all right? So you got to practice the thing, right? Judges 5:11 talking about what? Rehearsing the righteous acts. That's right. All right, so we're practicing. All right, we know we're not going to be perfect on this side. We need salvation. We need Yahweh Shah to come back and deliver us. All right?
Right.
But the sinners, hey, they're going to die, man. All right? The ones that want to put off the words of Yahweh Shah, they're going to be put to death, man.
It says, for the stars of heaven and the constellations thereof shall not give their light. The sun shall be darkened in his going forth, and the moon shall not cause her light to shine.
Right, because when thermonuclear destruction's coming down, all right, and blotting out the sun and all the stars and the moon, and then also you're going to lose what? The wisdom, knowledge, understanding out of this place, man. All right? Because the prophets are going to be out here trying to give these people the information, man. It's going to be over now. All right, Lord's going to be raining total destruction on this place, man.
Why would Lord have us out there teaching, trying to be out of truth at the end, when all hell is breaking loose?
Well,
and you got military going up and down the street and all types of things. You think you're going to have us still out there? And now's the time to wake up out of salvation, because last time to wake up out of sleep, because our salvation is nearer than we believe. All right, because when that time comes, we're not going to, and that time coming soon. The Lord is going to get his men up off these streets.
That's right.
Hey, during the time of martial law, you're gonna have curfews.
Yeah.
You're gonna have, certain, things. The 2021 was a pre-trial run.
Yep.
You ain't gonna be able to be riding on the streets like you do now.
Yep.
You ain't gonna be able to get around like you do now.
Yep.
There's gonna be something that's gonna shut everything down.
Well, we have to have a separation then. You can only have a certain amount of people gathered together, to teach them, man.
Yep.
Had to have that paper, like,
Paper to travel.
Yeah, like a worker, like
It was like a
essential worker.
essential worker, pretty much like a essential worker.
Yeah.
Permit to travel, man. Yeah. These are the things that's going to keep them. Like I said, that was just a trial run. So then it's going to be like, you're going to get caught out. You're going to get caught out the curfew. They're going to smoke your ass.
Yeah, like Contagion, the movie Contagion.
Yeah,
You're
that's
gonna go out
Containment.
and-
Containment.
No, but Containment,
is
though,
another
that
one
one too. Yeah,
Containment, yeah.
They showed you what happened after dark. These are the things that's going to come, man.
Remember I Am Legend?
Yeah.
At the beginning, when they had everything closed off, they blew all the bridges up.
Yep.
People couldn't get out of Manhattan.
These are the things that's going to come to this place, man. What he wants the apostle was a message of desire to go into the city. It's not be able to.
Yeah.
These are the times that we're going to come into. Big Shirley going to be halfway across the other side of town. You ain't going to be able to go there and see Big Shirley.
Big Shirley, she gonna be losing weight like a motherfucker.
Bro,
too.
come on now.
Faster than that, baby.
Yeah, dude.
Yes, close the scripture.
Yeah, this is Matthew chapter 10, and verse 34. It says, "Think not that I am come to send peace on earth. I came not to send peace, but a sword." So how about Shai? He's bringing war, man. All right. He's bringing war against the majority of the inhabitants of the earth, man, because they're ungodly, man. They're wicked, man. All right. And 2/3 of these so-called Latinos, Native Americans. All right. Unto that sword, man. From Yahweh Shai, man. Okay. All right. Hey, the scripture says, though hand join in hand, the wicked shall not be punished, man.
That's right.
All right. So, a lot of our people, they're gonna die just like these heathen out here, man.
Yep.
You know?
Yeah, that's something they're pushing right now too. Peace. The world is at peace. The world is at peace. The world is at peace.
Yeah. And another thing. This is a weak society of people we live in.
Yes.
You can't say you say a few curse words, a nigga get touched.
Right.
You can't, you say something that's out of the way of being nice, and everybody like, what? Everybody, what's the problem? You're supposed to be nice, man. Fuck being nice, man.
That's right.
Man, I'm angry every fucking day, man.
That's right.
You know, I'm nice to my brothers. I'll be kind to my brothers, man. But man, fuck these people, man. And you know these people that's in society as, hey, we talked about that positive vibes only spirit.
Right.
Eventually, shit ain't gonna be positive at all. Then what you gonna do? What you gonna do? You gonna go out in the middle of the woods, nigga, and try to manifest some kindness? What you gonna do with it? What you gonna do when it ain't nothing out here for you to do? When it ain't no food? When it ain't no work? Hey, what you gonna do when that MOTB come out?
That's right.
You know? Niggas gonna take it. They're gonna get weak, and they're gonna take it because this society has trained people to be weak
Right.
and unaccepting of anything that's outside of their comfort zone. The Lord didn't put us here to be in a fucking comfort zone, man.
Right. That's right.
You know, be soft cush. This is fucking captivity, man. We came here to suffer. You know? And you got too many people want to be in a fucking comfort zone. Be in my good place, my safe place.
yeah.
Thank you, the water. Be in my safe space. You know?
Hey, my
So-
fellas, my guys, they talking about
Yeah.
if they see everybody sitting out here, they locking everybody up. Y'all can't stop nobody sitting out here. It's
Yeah.
a free world.
That's
How
the
you
devil
gonna
for you.
lock somebody up?
Right.
If we come back, we're gonna try to lock
That's the devil.
everybody up.
Hey, brother, that's the devil for you.
They're showing you something, man. Y'all do what y'all do.
Yeah. If you ask the nigga how many crimes they solved this week, how many murders they solved this week, they don't got nothing for you. Well, why don't you go do some real police work? But it's okay. It's okay.
They up on them, talking about if they sit over there again, they're gonna arrest them.
No, it's okay because you know what? The Lord will kill police officers too.
Well, you know what? The Lord said that who shall rouse them up?
That's right.
Mhm.
Yep.
So the Lord is rousing Jake up. Here it is. Jake got nothing to lose.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and then you fucking with they ain't bothering nobody. Over there chilling, drinking, talking shit. You know.
Hey, a lot of these men are homeless. Like they don't really got nowhere to fucking go. You know, they cuddled up trying to get some heat, and then you come and fucking with them. They ain't out there fighting. They ain't busting beer bottles.
Right.
You know, they just congregating on the sidewalk. You know, the police ain't got nothing better to do. You ain't got, man. See,
Drinking,
Yeah, that's-
getting their woes.
Yep.
hey, if it was a gang, of devil, if it was a gang of devils over there congregating, they wouldn't get no problem.
No, hell
You know, they go off alone somewhere so you don't have any heat. You know, a lot of these people don't got no fucking where to go. You know, they can't even be together. Ain't that a bitch? You know, but it's okay, man.
But that's the world that Esau wants to bring.
Yep.
You know,
Separatists.
the world of separation.
Mhm.
You know, be out of touch with your feelings.
Mhm.
Just don't be apathetic. Have no feelings for each other. No communication. That's what that whole
No
2020
empathy.
Yeah, no empathy from 2020 on up. That's what that was all about. It was a psychological test
or a test run for what they plan on bringing. Because when you see all them dystopian movies of the future, people are like robots, no feelings. Yeah,
I do not feel.
Equilibrium.
Equilibrium.
With Christian Bale.
Yep, that's what I'm thinking about.
So we were talking about those C-19 babies, like so the parents ain't seen the emotion, the parents ain't seen, all that, like it messed up the children.
Yep.
At that age.
Matrix, baby.
Man, hey man, that's okay, man. Like, man, hey, stop putting curses on these fucking cops out there, man. That's okay, man. Like, the spirit gonna deal with it, man. That's fucking oppression, bro. Like, they over there, they chilling. They ain't even loud. They right on the next block. It was like 15 of them. They wasn't even loud. We didn't even hear them.
No. They actually came defending us. They was like surrounded us and like, it was like, man, this is fucked up, man, and this and that. And,
Yeah, we didn't know.
Yeah, we were like,
they were like walking up and I was like, ah, shit.
No, they was basically just venting to us. We were sitting there already talking about Esau, and then they hear, they was like, they was pissed.
Yeah, man. Because you ain't got nowhere to go. You congregating with people, try to get some heat, try to get a drink, and then the police come. Y'all can't be here. But if them gangs and niggas that hang downtown in that fucking parking lot, why don't you make them niggas dissipate?
Yeah.
The nigga down there with dreads down to his ass and his pants down to the back of his knees. You ain't got shit to say to him though.
See, we coming to a town where the police ain't gonna be safe, man.
Oh,
yeah.
The police gonna need motherfucking police. Man.
Yep.
Straight up, man.
Yep.
Lord is about to humble all these motherfuckers, man. That's right.
Yep.
That's right. The governmental officials, they're not going to give heed to their governmental officials.
Yeah, man.
In a time of great calamity, there's going to be no law and order.
You wait for when the Lord turned that knob, he twist that knob, man. When he had these angels activate on these fucking people, man.
Yeah.
When he activate these spirits, man. When he let his man loose, man.
Ooh.
Lord said, I was sent for many fishers, they shall fish them. I was sent for many hunters, they shall hunt them.
Mm-hmm.
Lord's about to bring vengeance on these motherfuckers, man.
Yeah. All that tough spirit. You can't be here. Fucking with a bunch of homeless people, man.
Right.
Like that make you feel good, mother? That make you your ride hard?
Right.
These people ain't got nowhere to fucking go. Where they gonna go? Alone somewhere? They can't suffer together? That's what I hate this fucking place, man. Man, we're gonna put up curses on these fucking cops, man.
That's right.
It's like it, man.
That's all right.
Get ready to close out, brothers.
What's up, man?
All right, so
We
with
have
that,
an hour account.
That shit just boiled my blood. I've been mad all night.
Go ahead, brother.
Go ahead, brother.
all right, so with that, we hope this lesson was edifying to the elect body of the nation of Israel. Once again, we're going to give all praises, glory, and honor to double honors to our apostles and elders of Great Millstone who rule well in teaching us this 100% truth. Salutations to them and our fellow Akim who labor in this truth week in and week out on the highways and byways. Also, salutations to the hopeful elect of the scattered 12 tribes of Israel, scattered to the four corners of the earth, that be like unto the speckled bird, also known as your Israelite foreigners, your so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. To you, we say Shalom. Shalom. Yasharallah. Shalom to you sincere elect brothers and sisters on the comment board.
Shalom. Yeah, they